Innovation requires us to be uncomfortable. So move in. Move into this zone of uncomfortableness right here. Come on in, you can do it. Break free, look at the... because we're going to do something tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go on a journey into the future of commercial courts. Tonight, in our zone of uncomfortableness, we are going to break free from the constraints that have held back the global supply chain. Tonight, we're going to do something really, really special. And I'm absolutely delighted that Deputy Chief Justice Sir David Steele is here with us from the DIFC courts, that we have the Chief Justice from Saudi Arabia here with us, we have His Excellency from the Ministry of Justice of the UAE, we have His Excellency Ali Al-Magni from the DIFC courts, we have His Excellency Mohammed Al-Sabusi, the head of the commercial courts of DIFC, and many other dignitaries in the field of justice, because this city, more than any other, will become a city of the future. The world's a funny place at the moment. Trade barriers are going up. Walls are being built. Nation states are being divided. People are focused on themselves. And yet we look at the largest global opportunity the world has ever seen coming out of China. The Belt and Road Initiative alone has promised $900 billion of infrastructure across the biggest Silk Road we have ever seen. The blockchain takes barriers and borders away. And for those who don't know what the blockchain is, don't worry, because I've been told it's not relevant anymore. There's something else. Because it's moving so fast, the pace is moving so fast, and how on earth can we keep up? And so we see this pressure between a world which is getting narrower, but a world that needs globalization like never before. And Harvard have done a study, if you're interested. They say we're in the era of deglobalization, something we haven't seen since the 1920s. And yet, if you ask why are we deglobalizing? What's happening? The Oxford Institute of Reputation Management tell us it's because of one thing: trust. We do not trust our brothers anymore. We do not trust banks anymore. We don't trust the institutions that we used to trust anymore. Why don't we trust them? Because the soft infrastructure supporting that trust is no longer relevant. And so what we realised is, if we want to build a world of trust, if we want to promote opportunities and wealth spread around the world, we can't look at an existing set of rules and try and tweak them and add a comma and an apostrophe and say, this is ready for the future. We have to break free. We have to exit the atmosphere of the rules and laws that we know, and we have to start again. And the speed of travel to leave the Earth's atmosphere is 40,000 kilometres an hour. If you don't reach 40,000 kilometres an hour, you will not leave the atmosphere of the Earth. You will not break free. You will not create and innovate. And so we've called these rules that we're all launching tonight part 40,000 of the rules of court. Because tonight we're on a journey to break free from the constraints that have made the courts become an impediment to global commerce. And we thought this was an innovative idea, but we ought to share it. So we went out to some of the leading thinkers around the world. Professor Hadfield, who's here tonight, a global thinker on the future of law, and others in business, and others who are lawyers. And we said, what do you think? And they said, yes. You need to do something. You need to fix it. But you can't do it alone. In a globalized world, decisions have to be globalized. They're not bilateral. They're not trilateral. They're not quadrilateral, which I think is a muscle. They're global. So they said, develop a forum, the Courts of the Future Forum, and let that forum develop a set of ideas. What will a dispute of the future look like? What happens when the DAO steals money off the blockchain, which, as you know, has happened? Which court has jurisdiction of assets on the blockchain? None. Which court has rules to deal with theft on the blockchain? None. So we got together these great thinkers and we said, tell us what a dispute of the future will look like, and we'll devise some rules. For those who have read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, we knew the answer was 42, but we did not know what the question was. So we had to get a brilliant mind, who's here, Charlie, one of the brightest young lawyers from the UK, who was with us on a Pegasus scholarship. And we said, we've got these incredible ideas put together by brilliant people from around the world. Develop a set of rules that will represent the rules of the court of the future. And he did it. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we launch the rules. Those rules have just been shared with commercial courts all around the world on an open source platform, allowing them to comment, to give their input. And this is your chance to be part of our journey, your chance to be part of Dubai's journey. I'd like you to log on using your devices or the panels around the room to courtsofthefuture.org/pledge, courtsofthefuture.org pledge. Please get your phones out, log in, and pledge to be part of this future. And by doing that, you'll get access to the Courts of the Future's rules, and you'll get the chance to update them and modify them. Ladies and gentlemen, be part of the future of dispute resolution in this world, and be part of that future starting right here, right now, in Dubai.